Hi Year 10, this should help with the maths lessons on Thursday and Friday, solving equations that include algebraic fractions. Okay. What we're going to do is try and solve this by having a common denominator. And once we've got that, we'll discover there's a little shortcut you can make. Okay? Right, so we have got 5 and 2 as our denominators. So the common denominator will be 10, because 5 and 2 both go into 10. So I'm going to write an equivalent fraction over 10 for both of them. Now, on the left-hand side, we can see that we had to multiply the denominator by 2, so we do the same to the top. And on the right-hand side, we needed to multiply the denominator by 5, so we do the same to the top. Okay. So then, that will give us 2x over 10 is equal to 15 over 10. Now, because the denominators match, that means the numerators must match. That is, 2x is 15, which means that x is going to be a half of 15, okay, if we divide both sides by 2. Now, there's a slight shortcut, because we can kind of miss the step where we find equivalent fractions if instead we use cross multiplication. So we take from the original equation, okay, we're going to take the 5 on the left and multiply it by the 3 on the right. We take the 2 on the bottom right and multiply it by the x on the top left. And if we do that, you go straight to 2x minus 15. So it just saves you a bit of time. Right, you have a go at this question. Okay, right, let's have a look at another example. So this time, our common denominator is going to be, 5 and 10 is going to be 10, because they both go into 10. So on the left, we'll have something over 10. We've had to multiply by 2, so we have to do the same to the numerator. So that will give us 2x. On the right, it's already over 10, so we're sorted. So the denominators are equal, which means the numerators must be equal. So 2x is equal to 3. And then we can divide everything by 2. So we get x is 3 over 2. The shortcut is not as neat this time. Cross multiply. So the 5 goes to the top right and the 10 goes to the top left. And if we do that, we get 10x is equal to 15, which means x is 15 over 10, which simplifies to be 3 over 2, or 1.5. So it still works, and it's still pretty quick, but less pretty. Your turn. If you cross multiply, you would get 30x is equal to 15. So x is 15 over 30, which is 1/2. If you didn't cross multiply and you've got a common denominator of 15, the left multiplies top and bottom by 3, so you get 6x. And on the right, it's already 15, so we've got 3 over 15, which tells us 6x is 3, tells us x is 3 over 6, which is 1/2. So either method is totally fine. Last example. This time our denominators are x plus 2, which we'll put in brackets, show it's one thing, and 4. And so to get a common denominator, there's nothing in common between them, so we can just times them. So we write 4x plus 2. Okay, so on the left here, we have got x plus 2 already, but we need to multiply by 4 if we want a common denominator. So we would also have to multiply the numerator by 4. On the right, we've got the 4, but we haven't multiplied by x plus 2, so we need to do that on the numerator and denominator. Okay, so then that would give us 12 over 4x plus 8 is equal to 5x plus 2 over 4x plus 8. There's absolutely no need to expand out that bracket actually, I just did it from habit. Okay, the denominators are the same, so the numerators are the same, so 12 is equal to 5 lots of x plus 2. So then we carefully can solve this by multiplying out 5 times x and 5 times 2. Okay, and that will give us 12 is equal to 5x plus 10. Subtracting 10, we get 2 is equal to 5x, and then divided by 5, we get 2/5 is equal to x. Right, if instead you did some cross multiplying, then hopefully you can see your x plus 2 would multiply next to the 5, and your 4 would multiply next to the 3, and that jumps us straight to the second line of working out. So 12 would equal 5 brackets x plus 2. Your turn now. If we have a common denominator, it will be 7x minus 4. On the left, we've multiplied by 7, so we do 2 times 7 is 14 on the numerator. On the right denominator, we multiplied by x minus 4, so we do the same to the numerator. Okay, and because the denominators match, that means the numerators have to match. Okay, so we've got 14 is equal to, and then we want to expand those brackets out. So we've got 3 times x and 3 times negative 4. So we get 3x minus 12. And so to this, we're going to add 12 on both sides. So we get 26 is equal to 3x. And then we want to divide by 3 on both sides. So we've got x is 26 over 3. Okay, and that's you done.